Right, I must say, I'm quite pleased with the potential positioning of the power poles. That's actually pretty cool. Like if you just build them next to the conveyor, the stack conveyors. If you've got 3 above, it's more or less the same height. It just looks like it's meant to be there. Fits together very, very nicely, I feel.
I'd almost kind of... I hope they add, like, weird optional snapping and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because it'd be cool if you could also, like, put power poles into buildings as well in a couple other places.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. By the way, you know that stupid conveyor staircase I made?
Yeah.
It is now piping coal up to our base.
That is fantastic. I approve.
We're gonna have to replace it with the faster stuff, though, because this is painful.
Oh, yes. It was very painful to just walk up there, to be fair.
I am just going to wait. Oh, until it drops me off the side. Nope, I'm good. Okay.
I remember doing that, though. I remember waiting, being really, really stubborn about it. And, oh my god, it took so long.
It's a long drop. But, like, the alternative is... I guess I could have made jump pads and, like, figured out some kind of truck route, but... doesn't sound very fun.
It's there. Right, so for now, I'm just gonna get all the wire. I'm gonna generally have inline storages so that if production starts backing up because of the end product of any chain, it'll start filling the mid point. So copper goes into a storage and then goes to copper wire, which will then go into a storage and then go into making cabling, and which will then go into a storage and so on and so forth.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. A lot of people were calling me out on it. It's like, that's inefficient. I'm like, what? Why? It's handy.
Inline buffers, my lord.
Yeah, exactly. If I make a mistake anywhere, this way it all stacks up and I'm not wasting, you know, precious resource-ish.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm with you on that one. I'm all about the inline buffers. I am going to be super inefficient, though, and I am going to merge these 3 copper wire lines together.
You might not actually want to do that.
Yeah. I was going to pump them all into one storage, and then wherever that storage needs to output to, or...
I leave room so you can eventually put all of them into storages and then pipe them off to other things, just because, from my experience, once you start getting the higher tier belts, everything clogs because it goes too fast and, like, doesn't sort well.
Right, okay. I'll bear that in mind. I'll build with the mind to future future expansion and moving these things around. But for the time being, I think it should be okay.
Yeah, no, it'll be fine for now.
Especially because right now the conveyors, until we start overclocking them, only produce at a certain speed. So a high tier belt coming out, sorry, not conveyors, a high tier belt coming out of a constructor wouldn't increase the speed of the resources being made. It would just move them faster from point 1 to point 2. But once we get heavy into building the overclocking and overclocking everything, then it'll start mattering, I imagine.
I think I might produce the steel itself off-site?
Yeah, sure, if that would be a better option.
I don't know. I'm trying to decide on that one. I don't really need to. I just know we're also going to have to rut the... Yeah, no, I should probably produce it up there, because I'm going to need the iron anyway.
Right, so, perfect. Copper wire being plonked in there. I'll only have one thing making cabling. I just don't think we're going to need that.
No, you're not. As far as I know, no N-tier tech uses cabling so far. It's all just power poles and some other things.
Righty-ho.
Oh, right. So, last time when we were playing together, I had that mushroom burger sitting around in my fridge, and I was like drooling over it while we were playing.
Yep, I do seem to recall it.
Yeah, it was about as good as it was fresh. I don't know why this is necessary details, but people wanted to know. But now I want another mushroom burger. Damn it!
Pete, why you mushroom wonder? So mean.
I've been on kind of like a diet, so I've been eating so many weird things. You know, the mushroom omelet burger, a bunch of different Indian foods, Thai food, kimchi, a bunch of things, and combo that with, it's kind of like low-key digestive issues based on being in a new place and like the content of the water is different. So I've just been feeling like very ill lately. So now my diet has turned into the most boring of foods you know, that I can possibly get my hands on, and like trying to cut dairy out and like too much gluten just in case like I've somehow managed to accrue some kind of horrible intolerance as a result of all of this. Yeah. So now whenever I think of like, oh man, I miss all that food, I'm like, oh no, don't miss it. It's made you sick. It's bad.
I tell you what though, I've just come back from a trip to Norway.
Yes.
Oh, the water there is so good. It's
the
like
drinking
bottled water from the tap.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like, oh my god. I've had Norwegian friends come to visit and they've always said, yeah, I mean, the water here is tolerable. And as far as I've been concerned, the water where I live is amazing. But they're like, yeah, it's okay. Kind of taste the chlorine. I was like, what? They're like, yeah, it's nothing compared to Norwegian water. I was like, nah, you lie. You jest. No truths. Every single word of it. My god.
Oh, interesting. You put everything up one, so you'd have walking space.
Yep. Except for the storages. I bring those down.
Yeah.
Just because if I stack a storage on top of it, I won't be able to reach the second level if I started it above. Like if I'm just walking on the ground, I won't be able to reach up to the second one, which would be annoying. This way, if I'm close enough, I can just reach the second one straight away. Alright, there we go. Cabling is being stored over there. Are there any like signs or anything like that in this?
No,
like,
I wish.
Oh man,
I really wish.
That'd have been so useful.
I really liked pressing Alt in Factory and knowing exactly what was in a box.
Yeah. Right, cable, go. Gimmick, please. Cabling, done. Right, okay, at this point we can pull down all of the copper manufacturing stuff up top. Though, realistically, we're just making copper wires and then we're making that into cabling. There's nothing really else that we make with it, is there?
Yes, but we're not going to find that out until we, here. Actually, if you've got a moment, head over to the space elevator.
Right, I'm practically there.
I'm going to just switch out this ramp.
If I jump down, I will die. I will just look.
So you're going to actually have to go down to it because...
Go down to it, okay.
Yeah. You're going to have to see what we need to make next. So beyond the couple bits of science, we actually do have to send off another delivery up the... Uh-oh. Game is...
yeah, I was about to say, that's getting a bit choppy.
Yep. Let's see, there is color coding. People do bring that up. You can paint stuff.
Oh, good call. Yeah, alright.
Anyway, let's see. So, interact with the space elevator?
Yeah, motors and modular frames. Okay.
Those 500 modular frames are going to take a very long time. But, that's kind of our goal. But once we do that... Once we're done with that, then we unlock the next use for electronics, because we start making computers and stuff. And I actually would be flying blind in that regard, because I haven't done that yet.
Kojiro, yes, that someone just rose my concern quite succinctly in chat. The reason why I was asking if cabling was the end of the production tier for copper is because currently the cable storage is the furthest place away from where you enter this second levels, and it would make more sense if the end storage was closer to the front. so it's easy to grab what you needed.
Yeah, I'd actually move the cabling storage almost over here. Maybe. Pretty much once you've got those wire factories just going, we're not going to look at that for, I'm going to say, about 4 hours. We might as well make it easy to grab the resources.
Yep. Then I shall do that now. I'm gonna bring one copper wire storage over here, and one cable manufacturing over here. I'm gonna redesign this a little bit because I really wasn't thinking that through properly. I was expecting to still need more and more and more space, but no, not really necessary. Let's get rid of all this. Why did I do that? That was dumb.
Oh. What am I doing?
Something bad.
I'm just trying to figure out my inventory, which got a little full. And I realized I'm only making it, like, considerably worse. So, I was chainsawing things down near the coal mines to get rid of all the foliage so I could actually get to stuff. And so I have, like, a stupid amount of wood in my inventory. But wood... Is it 5 wood converts to 25 biomass? Which is a very quick recipe to clogging your inventory full of fuel. So I have to fix that.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I think we have one more upgrade that increases our inventory space. We should probably work on. But that's the same upgrade that gets us the Xenozapper, and I think we need... I don't actually remember if we needed steel for that or not. We could potentially get it sooner, but I'd say steel is more important. Let's see. How possessive of you... how possessive of the iron setup are you?
Not at all. Okay. As I was saying before, I was basically just exploring how to build up.
Okay. Because I might take a big old bulldozer and, like, just line up constructors and...
Yeah, by all means.
Okay. Because, yeah, I didn't want to step on your toes too much last time so that, you know, you'd actually get the proper experience. But now that we're pretty much on the same level of progression, I'm going to see if I can cram more things in.
So thank you for that.
Hey.
Funk. Right. What I'm going to do is I'm only going to merge one of the lines of copper into the mid storage. I'm going to route one of them straight down and into another storage, like at the front. So again, we're going to have very easy access to the product of this setup.
What we might want to do eventually is actually get, like, what is it, 6 or 7 storages next to each other for the resources that we generally use, and just kind of have those be the end results. But we might as well actually do a redesign of the iron line and get steel set up. Actually, speaking of, while I do the redesign of the iron, why don't you get to work on steel? Because you haven't touched that yet.
Yeah, sure, that sounds pretty good. I'll just finish up the work I've got here on copper, and then I'll be good to go.
I recommend probably putting steel directly above iron.
Okay. Makes sense. Mathematically.
Because they're not going to fit on the same level. We are going to need so much.
I was hoping for it to be said. It does work, kind of. Okay. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. We've got copper and cables being stored on the side of the space elevator.
Yeah. Let me come double check. Should be fine. Because, yeah, if we can just grab that as we're walking down the ramp, that'd be... Yeah, that's not bad.
Not quite that close, but...
yeah, but no.
leave a little bit of room, so.
That's fine for now.
Yep. Awesome.
And that gives us plenty of room. We might actually do the complicated fabrication, you know, making motors and stuff down on the copper level, just because that's going to have... Well,
Sure.
actually, we're probably going to have a lot of room on the steel level as well. So I don't know.
Alright, heading back up.
Yep. So I left the terminus for the coal line over by the concrete. What you're probably going to want to do is build a new floor directly above this one. Actually, why don't we just kind of extend the ramp system?
Yeah, I was going to say, we could just extend the ramp. That would work. I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to extend the ramp downwards. If you want to take the ramp up, I'll extend this ramp down just so it's double layered going all the way down. Because otherwise, it's going to fall off. I know me, unfortunately.
It'd be kind of nice if there was like a ramp with like a gap in the middle or something, so you could kind of connect. I don't know. I guess really what I should do, what I should have done was staggered it a little bit for every floor.
Yeah, so it would be a
okay.
flat.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, well done. I will. Honestly, I'm gonna do that for the space elevator. So you take that up and create a false floor there, and I'm gonna pretty much do what you're doing there. And stagger an entry point for this layer. Kind of a pain, but... Don't...
I'll probably tear up the biofuel production thing.
Okay.
Oh, actually. My inventory? I'm not going to tear it up yet.
I wonder, does stairs better for going up and down rather than ramps, though?
Kinda. I don't like the stairs because you have to keep turning. The one thing we could do is walkways, but, so the reason why I was thinking ramps are probably still best is because ramps have enough space for conveyor belts to go up as well.
Right.
Which we don't, you know, you can't do that with walkways, and I've tried that with stairs. It's theoretically possible, but also a nightmare, so I'd prefer not to.
I'm gonna try the ramp one just to see how that works out. And they build them fairly nicely. They take up much less room. Though they're not using concrete, which is plentiful, which is the problem.
Are you trying walkways? I mean, having a walkway
Yeah.
anyway would be fine.
I'm just trying to walk around ramp and seeing how that would fit together into the design that we've currently got down here.
You can actually also put those directly on top of ramps as well. But yeah, those walkways might actually work better. I'm just thinking resource transportation.
Yeah. Whereas these don't have it. Unless we were to build them near a wall. In which case you could have the wall have the anchor point, the vertical section that allows you to... Yeah, that. You know what I'm talking about, the one that's got the conveyor anchor kind of built in.
Personally, I'm just hoping they add elevators at some point.
Yeah. That being said, we really should try out the jump pads and see about getting a working jump pad set up.
Let's see. We can actually set up a jump pad from the copper up to the iron, and then iron up to steel, no problem.
Okay. Okay, I've just built the walkway, and honestly, it looks kind of does the job. I'll be honest.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There we go. Quite nicely as it happens. I fancy that outside of the construction of, as you said, like conveyor flooring and stuff like that, which the ramps are really good for, and also vehicles. The walkways are the better option.
Though, honestly, as far as vehicles go, well, I guess it really depends if you're using the vehicle for transportation or if you're actually, you know, moving cargo with it. Because if you're just moving yourself, you can just uncraft the car and then recraft it elsewhere.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Let's go and have a look at the research and what we need to do for it.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if it's a problem for you, but you can actually just permanently toggle sprint in the control options.
Oh, right. Okay.
I was finding my pinky finger was getting a little cramped from just holding sprint for 9 hours straight yesterday. Oh, we need lots of cabling. Alright. I'll do that in there. So, modular frames. How many of those do we need? We fit 10, is it? Yeah, 10. Oh, that's easy enough to make. I'll just make the modular frames quickly. I apparently deleted a load-bearing power pole.
Go and grab stuff.
Okay,
right,
there
for
we go.
those mentioning that Wanda's mic is glitching, are you popping into my chat to let me know, just in case Wanda hasn't caught the message? I don't actually hear Wanda's mic glitching at all on my side.
Yeah. There could be, like, a little bit of a, like, electronic buzz? Well, I don't know. Like, I know, Aavak, your mic is, like, a little warbly because of netcode or whatever for Discord.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's glitching with Aavak. Yeah, I usually use TeamSpeak. I like Discord, but it hasn't quite hit the... Like, it hasn't quite made it there. As far as I'm concerned. Their audio quality has never been quite good enough.
Yeah, I think it's great for what it was designed for, which was mostly for just gaming together.
Harder for professional use, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Apparently it's like a common thing for Discord partners. I don't know.
Yeah, because they mentioned that as a Discord partner, my server is on their VIP blades, but honestly, that makes me wonder what on earth is a normal blade like?
Honestly, I can't tell a difference.
No,
I've never noticed much of a difference. Maybe like a little bit lower quality. But like I said, I usually use TeamSpeak for any actual recording, so I'm not an expert in comparing.
Well, by the next time, I will make sure to get TeamSpeak downloaded. Man, it's been ages since I've had TeamSpeak installed.
I've tried so many other services, but it's the only one that like still does the job for me. So I don't know.
There we go. Alright, I'm gonna send this off. Steel production, go. Yeah.
Milestone reached. Steel production unlocked. Foundry and improved miner included to ensure efficiency of new pipelines. A collection of new, more complex parts is now available for crafting.
Hooray! More complex parts. Spiked rebar. We can make alien carapace into biomass now. That's actually quite cool.
Wait, we can make what? Who?
Alien carapace biomass. So we can turn aliens into power.
Oh, okay. That's... You know, if they attacked us on the regular, I'd say that's worth it. Like, if you could do that in Factorio, I'd be all for. But in this game, it's just like, man, we don't even use biomass anymore.
I know. And also, the only time we have problems with aliens is when we're exploring.
Yeah.
You know, it's not really an issue for us. Ah, so that's the foundry. Smelts 2 resources into alloys. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yep.
Ah, dang it.
What's wrong?
The, I just realized the copper setup is 5 floors down, not 4. So you will take a small amount of damage when dropping down onto the copper.
Ah, right, okay. Ah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You'll be good. Right.
This is just going to annoy my audience because I've been at 3 health this entire time, so I keep breaking my shins and they keep slowly healing.
Deconstruct all of this. The copper setup is gonna be no more. It'll take me a little while to move all of the stuff out of the
why don't you get working on steel? Because the sooner we get those T3 belts going, the better. And I'm just gonna rip up everything, and try and efficiency the iron, and then you can tell me how wrong I am, and we'll kind of go back and forth with it a couple of times.
I don't care. I mean, I can do the math in my head, but I'm in one of these strange places where I find it hard to care.
Yeah.
I'm like, as long as it looks good, and sometimes even if it doesn't, you know, ordered chaos and all that. I'm fine with that. And sometimes I'm fine with it just because I know other people aren't. Petty me is definitely there. Alive and well. Oh, wow, that's annoying. Hub, why are you in the way of my foundations? Damn it. Damn it. Oh, I'm out of concrete. Wow, okay. I'll have to get some concrete then. Maybe we could move the hub, actually. This is now starting to get in the way a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could move the hub, actually. That'll be something we'll look into in a moment, though.
I think once all the iron's gone, I was gonna say we should probably just put it on, like, the edge along the space elevator or something.
Yeah, because how often do we visit the hub? It's not very often. It's just in the way, for the most part.
Yeah, we only need it for research at this point, and we're going to be doing research less and less just because of how demanding it is.
Some more healing items, because I wasn't doing that for the longest time the last time we played, and then I really regretted it. I was like, I'm at such low health, I've been here for like half a streak, why?
I'm keeping my health low just so I don't have to constantly be squandering healing items because I keep breaking my shins. But I keep a stack for if we ever go adventuring, which we should.
We absolutely should. I imagine they've fleshed out things a little bit more.
No.
Have they not done anything with the
No, you know those like weird summer sloop things? They still don't do anything. There is one thing, actually. I am wrong. There's one thing that's worth really looking for. Apart from slugs, which slugs are amazing, we also want to pick up hard drives, which are only found from crashed ship parts.
Oh, right, yeah.
So you know how in Astroneer there would be those like things is like get X amount of power or like have this resource. Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah, I think I saw one of those in my first taste.
Yeah, and so
I hooked the power to it, and then it was like, oh no, it doesn't work. Damn it all!
So what those do is those get us hard drives, and hard drives get us alternative blueprints for crafting. So instead of having to make iron rods to make screws, you can actually just skip that step and just do iron ingots into screws, which is actually really helpful.
Okay. Now then, I'm going to need to make a foundry. Do we want the foundry up here, or do we want it near where the resources are coming in from?
Make it down. Make it up there. Like, I'd say get all of the steel production just up there.
Okay, that sounds like a plan. I shall get right on it. Steel beams. That's gonna need ingots.
Yeah, I was considering putting the foundries near the actual mines, but if you're going to be making steel ingots, you're specifically going to need coal and iron, which neither of those are next to each other. Well, there might be down there. But I figure if we're going to be piping in the resources, we might as well just pipe in the raw.
Yeah, that makes sense. This is where having an inline iron storage would have been awesome.
Yeah, I think Did we
I'm
not? We probably
trying
got
to
rid of
grab
it, didn't we?
ingots off.
Well, here, if, oh, do you need iron ore?
No, just the ingots, but I managed
Well,
to grab some from the foundries.
I've actually got a couple thousand in storage containers
okay.
next to the ramps. Because
Okay.
as I'm tearing up this base, my inventory is filling up. And so I'm just putting all the spares in storage containers along this edge.
Right, so... Well... How... Let's have a look. What is it that needs a foundry? Let's have a look. I was assuming that we'd need a foundry to make steel.
No, you actually have to make it by hand first, which makes no sense. It confused the heck out of me the first time, too, because I was like, this is not how this
Yeah.
works. This is
Yeah,
wrong.
that's exactly where I was just then. I was like, well, I mean, I want to make steel beams and steel pipes, but I'm going to need a foundry to make the steel. Ah, this is gonna be awkward. Right, okay, so iron and coal. Haha.
I sometimes think
I'm
this.
not going mad.
I sometimes think this game might actually be easier if you'd never played Factorio before.
Yeah, I actually think you're right on that one. I do think you're right.
'Cause I have some bad habits.
Yeah. I thought I genuinely found a catch-22 situation for Satisfactory.
Yep.
I was like, But no, we're good. Finally, the coal has made us all the way up. You know what? I'm going to drop down a storage place just for the coal, right here, just for this. Look at that. There you go. Why am I not able to pick up the coal? Oh, why? Oh, man. I'll have to just grab a lot of stuff here. Right, okay. I'm going to let that accrue for a few moments. Actually, no, the coal power plants will have stored a load of coal in themselves, won't they?
Yeah. Like 100.
Okay, I'm going to go down and grab like 50 out of them so I can make a decent chunk of steel on me.
That should be fine.
Getting down here is going to be fun. Where is the off-ramp? Wait. Okay, there you go. Ah. Geronimo! Uh-oh, yes! Aha! Oh, dead. Well,
Did you?
that didn't go as well as I'd hoped.
Did you miss the jelly?
Not on my screen I didn't, and yet I still died, so I'm guessing I did.
Oh. Well, Huh. That's an interesting problem.
I'm going to try it again. The old philosophy, you know, try anything twice, just to make sure the first time wasn't a fluke.
Yeah, I don't think the corpses disappear, so don't have to worry about it.